में।
37 colleges, over 10,500 participants. The stage is set and the jury has made their choice. This is the Mahindra War Room. Every year, campuses across India are put to the test on one of the most demanding platforms, the Mahindra War Room.
Is I am Calcutta ready for the Mahindra War Room?
Yes! And they do it. We are ready!
With the buzz gaining momentum once again this year, the brightest minds from across 22 colleges were presented with an opportunity to be a part of the glorious legacy.
War Room is something which has encaptivated the minds of all the students, and if we reflect back over the period of the 7th season of the War Room, and year on year it has increased in terms of stature, it has increased in terms of brand image, and our objective of making the students have an experience of what Mahindra is and giving them a world and insight into the world of business has proved to be very helpful.
This year, the Mahindra War Rooms Association went following the success mantras of some of the world's most daring stalwarts, with the theme Dare to Dream, presenting opportunities to hidden talent to take a milestone leap to achieve greater prospects.
We dared to dream big. At the time of independence, we said we can contribute positively to our transport and agriculture sectors. Later we said we can contribute in new sectors where we did not exist. So whether it is daring to dream in creating new products, whether it is about new services, we created altogether new businesses which did not exist in India before.
The Mahindra War Room is known for carving some of the best strategies out of the best young minds from across India. This year's participation surpassed all expectation, with colleges clamoring for their place on the Mahindra War Room dais. The campus round saw the brightest from across India share their insights to a panel of eminent jury members. Each institute featured a series of teams who competed against each other to make it to the CEO round in Mumbai. Only one team from each college would make it through.
Of time convince farmers to make sure that they grow olives. The returns are as high as 3 to 4 lakh hectares. The only problem is that farmers are not educated enough. They do not have the potential, or they do not have that knowledge to basically get into this.
Whenever a first choice car is rolled out of the store, the dealer will automatically register the car on the portal and download the app on its phone.
They're all leaders in making, so there will be certain lacuna. And I think I'd rather focus on the things that they've gotten right. Clearly there are areas that they can improve, and I'm sure they will. But in terms of what they've achieved, it's clear that they do a massive amount of hard work. They do a lot of research. They try and cram all of that at the end of the day into 20 minutes. And so it could be 200 hours or maybe 2,000 hours of work, which they have to distill down into 20 minutes and communicate to a jury.
Attempting to throw the teams off guard, the jury grilled them, but participants put their best foot forward in order to ensure that their spot on the next round was safe. After an exhausting round of intense questioning, the jury argued amongst themselves to pick the best team from the lot.
The winner is the Century.
Stakes were so high, and the idea, we thought whether they would get it exactly, but thankfully they were receptive to it, and we are going to the presidential round. All the way, baby. All the way.
Next up, we reveal the top 22 teams who make it to the CEO round of the Mahindra War Room 2014. Stay tuned. Mingling their way through the campus rounds, teams made it to the Mahindra Towers in Mumbai to face the big bulls of Mahindra at the CEO round level, where each team had to present their case study in a bid to make it to the grand finale. The teams that made it to the CEO round were Team Jigsaw from SPJ IMR Mumbai, Carpet Bombers from IIM Ranchi, Stratagems from MDI Gurgaon, Bumblebees from XLRI Jamshedpur, Smoking Trees and Building Dreams from IIFT Delhi, Niti Shastra from Mudra Institute of Communication Ahmedabad, Char Bandar from IIM Bangalore, The Original Imagineers from JBIMS Mumbai, NM Trailblazers from NMIMS Mumbai, Teen Pe Ek Free from IIM Shillong, Pirates of Vastrapur from IIM Ahmedabad, The Game Changers from IIM Kozhikode, Tough Mudder from IIM Indore, Team You Tell Me from IIM Trichy, Star Warriors from IIM Lucknow, The Joint Family from IIM Calcutta, Gabbar Ke Char Haath from FMS Delhi, Daredreamers from IMT Ghaziabad, Jhabier Babes from XIMB Bhubaneswar, Achar Murabba from Symbiosis Center for Management and Human Resource Development Pune, Garvit from Tapni, The Centurions from SIBM Pune, For the CEO round, each team made their case to an exacting jury, hoping to advance to the grand finale. Dreading to be the first to step into the line of fire was Team Pirates of Vastrapur from IIM Ahmedabad.
We are Team Pirates of Vastrapur from IIM Ahmedabad. Our physical presence. This is because we have already mastered the company-owned model. So now we want to increase our presence. Mahindra is into retail, basically in mother care and baby care market. So we had to propose a 10x growth strategy. We are proposing to have two formats, experience center and signature store. When we open a new store in any new city, we'll have an experience center and people are looking for variety. So if we have huge space for clothes, we can showcase the variety we have. So the objective is to focus on apparel and to provide people the selection and increase the brand awareness.
I think the one key thing that we've all learned from being a part of this Mahindra program was the fact that innovation and disruptive technologies are a must. So that's probably what we look for in all our solutions, and we consciously made an effort to propose them.
So these are the leading terms, that is, these are the most popular terms. So if you consider the average CPC for this whole category, that is 20 rupees. And by putting all the numbers, we found out that the customer acquisition cost in this category is 750 rupees per customer.
What did you do with the feedback that you got? And where has that folded into the strategy that you've outlined?
Format that we are proposing, every floor has a area almost equal to that of an apparel shop, 2,500 square feet in the base and up.
They asked very strategic questions, which was very much in sync with how Mahindra Ventures or Mahindra Capital Partners are doing now. So the questions that were asked were more of strategic in nature, and they were more thinking about how we thought through the process.
Up next, FMS Delhi, IIM Bangalore, Mica and IIM Trichy put up a tough fight.
Part of it comes through providing private cloud to the right customer, and apart from that, through our newly acquired Qualys, which is our strength in the domain of security.
We were a little nervous because we knew that nobody from our strategy area is going to be sitting when we will be presenting. But while giving the presentation, we felt very confident. They gave us a very good hearing and they asked us some very important questions. We answered them well, so we feel really good right now.
We are going to develop specific customized security needs for BFSI, manufacturing, telecom, retail, healthcare and e-governance.
Our case study was about evolving a plan for Tech Mahindra to realize $1 billion in cloud strategy. So our presentation basically was about industry analysis and then company analysis. Then we looked at what the need gap in the industry is. then how we are going to fill those gaps. Next, we presented our value proposition to Mahindra and how it is going to give them a competitive advantage in the next coming years. Till 2020 was our plan.
Slow starts were made up by poised endings.
We had done a presentation on the scooter market in India about how Mahindra two-wheelers can go on to make a mark in the two-wheelers market, for which it was very important to get down to the ground level and really try and understand how the scooter market works. And then we had to try and understand consumers and essentially figure out what sort of positioning can Mahindra take which will give them an edge and give them a chance to actually compete with the market leaders.
Taking it on a broader level, we are trying to not only engage with the customer via Mahindra two-wheelers, but with the entire Mahindra portfolio. The point with Mahindra today is Mahindra interacts with people who are above the age group of 30. Mahindra two-wheelers is the only company that allows you to interact with people who are at 25 years of age. So you bridge the gap of 5 years. If you can engage them beautifully at the first go itself, they will become your long-term customers across the entire business portfolio of Mahindra.
So our jury panel consisted of the business heads of the scooter market. So the kind of analysis and recommendations that we gave instantly drew a connect with them, and hence that's why the follow-up questions that they asked were of a very higher magnitude. So we were able to defend that turf really well, and our team did a really good job.
We were suggesting localized strategies to challenge the dominant player and capture the market share by suggesting localized strategies for their scooter segment of Mahindra. On asking them if they remember the scooter in the movie Three Idiots, all they remembered was a red stylish bike that Kareena Kapoor was riding.
Now it totally depends upon how the other teams perform, but as a team performance, we think that we have a very good chance.
Different facets to common case studies were thrown open. While conventions were followed, radical was the name of the game.
We would go and socialize and find a set of farmers who would be willing to form groups, work as a producer company, and we would be targeting them and financing the producer companies.
Our sector was Mahindra Finance. We chose Mahindra Finance basically because the case actually offered a lot of challenges. Our methodology was basically revolving around secondary research. We did a lot of primary research too, because we need a lot of inputs from farmers basically. So we went to the lens of traveling to a lot of inner farming areas in Tamil Nadu and UP, Bihar, etc.
They can buy from whoever they want, they can sell to whoever they want, they can take loans from whoever they want.
So the jury, according to us, really liked the idea. This was basically because our idea was totally radical. It was something like we had to finance a producer company, which is actually does not happen on a daily basis. So, but also the downside of this is that such a jury actually might not also end up liking it. So maybe it's a double-edged sword, 50-50 chance for us.
When we return, we cover the remaining teams vying for their spot in the top 8. Stay tuned. The journey to getting crowned the champions of the Mahindra War Room continued at the CEO round, with teams still trying to impress the jury members. What's in the name? Our teams believe a lot.
We are the game changers to rock the Mahindra War Room this year.
Team Pay Egg Free from I Am Shillong.
Gabbar ke Char Haath.
Team Stratagems from MDI Gurgaon.
Star Warriors. Like in the movie, we are a bunch of people who like challenging each other.
We are Team Daredreamers from IMT Ghaziabad. We chose this team name because it represents accepting no limits and going where nobody has gone before.
It didn't stop at the name. Ambitious and path-breaking case studies were presented.
We did a case study on the Mahindra Partners business on Mahindra Namaste, and this was in the vocational skill development space. So we have researched on the various NSDC reports, and that's how we arrived at a lot of our solutions through comprehensive secondary and primary research.
We had the case study on Mahindra EPC, solar EPC, and we proposed to focus more on residential solar power space. And we went about doing consumer insights. We found the problems and we proposed a model in which it will be we try to understand the problem, and we try to obliterate the problems by giving our solutions.
The case study was to present an entry strategy for the edible oil industry. We went in depth across the value chain, sourcing, supply chain, logistics, distribution, marketing, branding, financials, and we covered all the aspects of it.
We proposed new opportunities for Mahindra Intertrade and their service centers. Plus, we are also recommending Mahindra to venture into the steel retailing business and open a new set of retail outlets called Mahindra Steel Emporio. And we have proposed a tagline and an entire program based on Ummeedon mein jaan hamari pehchan.
Who said being a part of the Mahindra War Room would be easy? Limits were pushed and comfort zones were challenged. But the jury was not willing to relent. The teams were put to the ultimate test.
We've been preparing for pretty much the last 3 months. We have not looked at anything else. This has been the case study competition for us, and we are glad that we've come this far.
It's a culmination of many months of research, and we're hoping that it does us, it bears some fruit for us in the future.
I'm not seeing very strong rationale behind it. And the second thing is, you said FOCO mode is the best. And again, you not explain why.
So what we are trying to bring in is a concept where you are, since all of these websites are within the same ecosystem, we are trying to give the customer the reason as to why that price difference is there.
Standouts for me would be the sheer brilliance of the ideas. Generally, we think that we have covered all the bases. Every idea that is possible for this business has been thought about. Suddenly we come here and then see totally out of box thinking and totally different angle that they provide. That actually gives us motivation to attend to this every year.
People whom we have read about, people whom we have seen on YouTube, we were actually presenting in front of them, and that was something that was really exciting.
We had like 13 minutes or so, and we had a lot of slides to present. So we went actually very fast through the slides. The judges actually came up saying that we went up very fast. They were actually getting into the details of why we are doing this and why this model has to be used. And we had actually given a very deep thought about those issues, and I think we did a decent job in answering those questions.
Judges asked us really grilling questions, but I think we were able to handle it pretty well.
Ours maybe was quite practical, and I'm not sure if the judges were willing to buy that.
The reactions were pretty much what we were looking for. They wanted clarifications on all our ideas, which we gave, and I think we did a pretty decent job. We are really hoping for the best because we put in a lot of hard work. Our ideas are something we really hold them very close to our hearts, so hoping for the best.
We rather hope that we get into the next round because our competitors are from the best colleges, and we are not taking anyone down over here.
It was a great learning experience, and it was a great exposure before we can leap into the industry and actually start working.
Being from the college that we are, I think we stand a great chance, and also from the idea that we presented, I think we stand a really great chance of going through the next round.
I think the chances are pretty decent.
Next week, the CEO round continues with teams vying for a position in the top 8 and a sneak peek into the grand finale of Mahindra War Room 2014, only on CNBC TV 18.
Focus, ideate, innovate, enable.